Hi guys, welcome along to the 2025 video briefing for the Guzzler Ultra.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive year this year. It's the biggest one we've ever had. So if you take anything away from this video, read the participant guide, and there's a crew guide for your crew. Please, all the questions are in there that you might have, so go away, read those, and you'll be sweet.
Absolutely. Probably the main one that we get at this time of year is around bibs. So bibs are with the printer. If you've already opted in for shipping, they'll come directly to the address you supplied. If you have not opted in for shipping, they'll be available for collection from the Trailco according to the dates in the participant guide. And if you can't make it in, you can get a friend or a new friend to collect it for you. So please don't panic, bibs are on their way, and if for some reason the mail doesn't arrive at your house, we will help you out. So just let us know maybe a day or so before the event, like on the Thursday or Friday, and we'll work that out. So don't panic.
Awesome. Sponsors show.
Yeah, sponsors. So we've got some fantastic sponsors back with us again this year. Fix Nutrition and Cliff Bar are our nutrition sponsors again this year. We've got Brooks and T8 back on board for shoes and clothing. Of course, Brisbane Economic Development Agency with those incredible bean bags and the umbrellas you guys loved at the finish line last year. Urban Utilities are sponsoring our water back on course, which we couldn't do without, obviously. Fantastic support from them. And the Trailco are presenting sponsor, so any gear or nutrition you need, pop along in store or on the website, and there is a sneaky discount code in the participant guide as well.
Yeah, wicked. You've got to get to the event. So getting to the event is really important. That's in the guide of where it is. We really do need you to park at the parking that's designated parking, not try and park close to where the start finish is. It's some road parking, but like really most of it's illegal. So the council will come along because they like earning some revenue from tickets, but it also blocks our buses getting people to and from the event. So please don't park anywhere else apart from that. The parking, designated parking.
Cool. Mandatory gear, every year we say it, and every year we have to give out penalties. It is mandatory, so please make sure you're carrying it. Have a read of whatever the list is for your event. We're looking like pretty fine weather, so we'll make a call a bit closer, but say the fleece is not mandatory, still make decisions based on what you need to do. So that's the minimum that you need to be carrying, but we want you to have a comfortable, safe run out there. Yeah. So if you're going to be out there in the dark and the cold and you think a fleece is going to make you a happier runner, by all means carry it.
Yeah, cool.
100k runners, you'll need to collect your GPS tracker, which is part of your gear. That will be at the start there'll be a time in the guide and what time it's from, so make sure you have a read of that and leave enough time to go and collect that one from those guys as well.
Yeah, if you got your bib posted and you're a 100k person, you'll be able to go and collect a crew pass as well. That'll allow your crew to go around, and we'll tell you about that in just 1 second.
Absolutely. We are a cup-free event, so if you're planning to have a bit of Coke or something at the checkpoint, you might want to grab a soft cup or something to throw in your pack, so you don't have to use your flasks for Coke or something similar. And of course, one thing that a lot of people forget is your phone, so please make sure it's turned on, it's fully charged, and that maybe you turn off any battery draining apps or services that you might have on there. So we might need to call you, especially if you're a 100k runner with a GPS tracker and you're going the wrong way, we might give you a call, and we'd really like you to be able to pick up.
Yeah, okay. So for when you come into the start finish, if you are, there's a drop bag spot for the start finish, so if you want to drop your bag and you're in any event, you're welcome to do that. The 21kers don't come up to the start, so if you might want to leave your bag in the car for the people. And then for the 100-kilometer people, there is different checkpoint drops along the course, which we will know about. And you can bring a checkpoint bag that we'll bring around the course for you. So there's designated spots, and Laura, you're gonna.
Yeah. So as you walk into the event precinct on Saturday morning, you'll see beside you they'll be labelled checkpoint 2 and 5, checkpoint 3, checkpoint 4. So you'll be carrying, if you would like, 3 drop bags for 4 checkpoints. So just a reminder, checkpoint 2 and checkpoint 5 are the same location. So 1 drop bag, you can divide what you want inside the bag, but please just 1 drop bag for those 2 locations. And the finish line drop bag that Tim mentioned will be over near the food tent, so any distance can put a bag over there if you like. Make sure it's clearly labelled, so your bib number and your name, so that the volunteers can organise it at the checkpoints and easily find it for you when you get there as well.
Yeah, so for crew, check the armchair guide, so that's telling you them everything that they need. We really need your crew to be self-sufficient, so if you're a 100k runner and your crew are going to be in the dark, they need a headlight, something nice and warm, and a bit of food for themselves, because we're not providing that. So.
Yeah. So you can have crew if you're in the 100k event at checkpoints 2, 4 and 5. You can have spectators in any event at checkpoints 1, 2, 4 and 5. Absolutely no one is to drive to checkpoint 3. So that is part of our permit. Gold Creek Reservoir is only for the volunteers. If you would like to get up close and personal, hit up the Mountain Goat Trail Runners. I'm sure they'd love an extra pair of hands. But anyone who does have a supporter going along there might end up with a time penalty because this is part of our permit. So we want to be able to come back.
It's really strict. You're not allowed to go to the Gold Creek checkpoint, even though it's a public place.
And McAfee's Lookout is a semi-strict as well, so only by bus. So that's what Tim mentioned earlier about the crew pass. If you're collecting your bib in person, we'll give it to you then. If you're getting it mailed, we'll give it to you when you get your GPS tracker.
Yes,
so only sorry.
I was going to say only the 100k crews can go up to McAfee's checkpoint via a bus using a pass. There's no other access. There's nowhere to park, so please don't try and drive up there.
Absolutely. So that will make everyone happier and again keep things on an even playing field.
Yeah, cool.
The course.
The course is looking awesome. You're going to be following some directions, so this is really important. The 50k and 100k people are following these arrows here. When you get to the decision point for the 50 and 100Ks, there's this massive sign. It's like 4 meters wide. It says 100K one way, 50K the other. Follow the right direction and you'll be good.
Yep.
The 21Kers are following blue arrows. So you might see some of the guzzler arrows out, but just follow the blue arrows. That's your direction. The 10K people are following these. And you might see some blue and red ones out, but just keep following that one. Don't follow the crosses. And then you'll also find this dangly stuff in the trees, which is great. It says you're on the course. And also for the 100Kers, it's really reflective. So you'll be able to see from a long way out, especially when it's dark, give you the confidence you're running on a course. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, you should have Maps.me downloaded onto your phone with your map loaded. So please have a play with that now rather than leaving it till race morning. We definitely won't have time to help you then. We may not be able to help you now because we don't have iPhones. So
the Facebook forum is a good place to ask people with some phones as well. But we do have quite clear instructions on the website saying how to use it, and it is an app that works on both iPhone and Android.
And it will work when you don't have reception as well. So that's why we ask you to carry it. You'll still be able to see your dot on the course, and you'll be able to text us if you do have reception an exact location of where you are. So have a play with it and make sure you know how to use it.
Yeah, we're good.
Volunteers, so they're our absolute legends. We can't state enough how much we can't do this without them, so thank you.
Impossible, yeah.
There's probably about 200 of them out there every year, and loads of them returning each year, which makes life really easy for us because they're all experts by now. Yeah. So in terms of groups, we've got some fantastic groups returning. We've got the Brisbane Trail Runners, In Training and Trail Trekkers are teaming up at Lightline. We've got the Mountain Goat Trail Runners. The Trailians are out there, track, and also the Trailblazers out at Lake Manchester. Yeah. And then new this year, we've got the Mount Cootha Trail Runners have stepped in at Walkabout Creek, so huge thank you to those guys. And a little group from Her Trails out at Lake Manchester as you're approaching the checkpoint as well.
Yeah, we've also got the four-wheel drive crew that hopefully you don't meet because they're only there to help you if you're in trouble.
Although really, they do a good setup at the end of Hellhole. So.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, we'll see them at the end of Hellhole. Yeah. That's a good place to go. So.
Yeah. So huge thank you to the groups, huge thank you to the individuals, and if you have some spare time across the weekend, we do still have some roles available, so jump on our website, there's a page on there and you can see what time slots are available and if it's something you'd like.
Yeah, it's fantastic seeing all the people come through. You can get to cheer them from a different spot, and people really appreciate, the runners really appreciate you as well. So.
Absolutely.
Thanks. If you're a runner, please do give those volunteers a high five as you go through. Let them know how amazing they are, because it just wouldn't be possible without them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we've got medics out on course. We've got loads of them, they're there to get you around the course. They're there to look after you. We've got some mobile ones that if you're out on course, and then some at checkpoints as well. Yeah. It's just really important that if you're feeling a bit sick, that you go and see them and they can look after you and send you on your way again, and hopefully fix you up and send you on your way. But if you get to the point where you're sort of medically unfit to go on, they will tell you that, and we really do need you to follow their instruction.
Yeah. Even if you don't feel like they're right, we prefer them to be wrong and you to be safe than the other way around.
Yeah.
Please, again, just like with our volunteers, please give them respect, and And a huge high five as well, because a lot of them are out there for very long shifts too.
Yeah. Our goal is to get you around the course where possible. So.
Spectators, so we touched on them before. There is a guide, a special guide just for them. So if you have someone coming out to support you, please flick that to them. So it's got lots of key information like where to park, where they can't go, how to look after themselves. So they really need to be self-sufficient with stuff like a jumper, some food, a headlight if they're out there at night, maybe a little fold-out chair, so that they can be comfortable and then they can take the best care of you and give you the best energy they can.
Yeah, well, one thing we can't have is dogs out on course. It's national parking, quite a lot of it, and SEQ water as well. So the rules around dogs are really strict. We're not allowed to have dogs out there, so please don't bring your furry friends. Leave them at home, and you'll have a much better day. So will we.
Absolutely. And then the other one is probably just to think of neighbours. So it might not feel like that you're anywhere near houses, but often there are little houses tucked around quite near to our course. So just assume that you have neighbours. Drive respectfully, park legally, and keep the noise to a minimum at night. So if you've got air horns and stuff, maybe leave those alone. Save those for your dogs. Awesome.
Then we'll get to the finish line, which is the celebration. Look, we're going to get yourself a whopping great medal. And hopefully loads of cheers and good times at the finish line. So we hope everyone will get there. Some of you won't, but we hope most of you will.
If you don't get there, hopefully after you've dusted yourself off a little bit, you can come back and help us to celebrate the other runners, and it might sort of put a happier spin on a weekend that didn't go your way. Yeah,
all through the Saturday we've got a nice big party going on, and then Sunday morning we've got Prezos and another party. So do come and join us. There's time to party with us.
Yeah, so we'll have some food trucks. Felons Brewery's back again this year on the Saturday. There'll be coffee, there'll be donuts for purchase, music, lots of sweaty runners. It's going to be great.
Yeah, the Prezos we've got on the Sunday morning, we've got a random prize draw, so everyone could be a winner. So come along, see if you are, and cheer the people who come through. You also get to see the last 100Ks that come through as well, which is epic. They might have been out there for like 27 and a half hours, so it's really cool to see those people come across the finish line, give them a massive cheer. And just finish the weekend on a
And if you're a club and you'd like to have a tent ringside, please hit us up. We've got a little section just for club tents, so hit us up beforehand and we'll give you some info about that.
Yeah, we're super stoked. We're looking forward to it. We've got, as you said, a massive period now. We've got a lot of you to look after, so do read those guides, and we'll see you at the start line.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys.